Ferrari's Formula One hopes are coming to a point of no return. With a much-heralded upgrade package preparing to see the light of day in Austria, the legendary Italian stable is running out of time to resolve the inefficiencies of the SF-25. Is it merely a desperate hope, however, before the wholesale transition in 2026? Or can these alterations spark Ferrari's battle at the sharp end? Ferrari's 2025 campaign has been anything but straightforward. The SF-25, introduced with high expectations, has instead proven to be one of the most complex and inconsistent challenges the Scuderia has ever worked on. From engineers in Maranello to drivers Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, everyone has voiced frustrations, yet tangible progress has remained elusive. Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc have consistently emphasized the necessity of significant upgrades in order to enhance performance. But so far, Ferrari leadership under team principal Frederic Vasseur has played down the urgency for updates, instead demanding that the team first needs to grasp the car's underlying philosophy. But with pressure building and patience thinning, Ferrari are finally unleashing a full upgrade package at the Austrian Grand Prix. Initially believed to be staged between Austria and Silverstone, insiders close to the team now indicate that all the updates will be brought in at Austria. The main areas of attention are the floor and the rear suspension, two major contributors to instability for the car. Vasseur has personally confirmed the changes and issued a warning to rival teams that Ferrari is not yielding. "We are not stopping here," he stated. Ferrari plans to use the upcoming races to determine if the SF-25 is an investment worthwhile, or if all focus can be placed on the 2026 car. Given that Ferrari's wind tunnel work is now centered on the 2026 regulations, there's a growing sense that this season is more about laying foundations than fighting for titles. Yet with so many teams splitting points at the front, Vasseur believes anything is possible. Talking to the media, Vasseur pointed out, "We will have an upgrade soon before the UK and maybe another one a little later on. But honestly, today I think there is more in the execution and what you get from the car than in the potential of the car itself." This change in approach indicates Ferrari isn't surrendering. In fact, the team is now seriously working both on track and on simulators to enhance near-term competitiveness. Putting money into a car that's towards the latter stages of its development cycle indicates one thing: faith. The largest concern plaguing Ferrari is qualifying form, particularly with low fuel loads. Although the SF-25 has shown excellent speed towards the end of races, it's typically done in pursuit rather than holding a lead. Bad starting grids and less than ideal strategy decisions have had both drivers scrambling to catch up. The group hopes Austria will be the turning point. One of the most important objectives: minimizing the use of lift and coast driving, a strategy employed to save fuel or control hybrid units. The tactic has hampered Leclerc and Hamilton, who have been unable to take advantage of late race performance. According to Auto Action, this weekend could mark Ferrari's final effort to fix the SF-25. If the rear suspension upgrades don't deliver, full focus will shift to 2026. The specific aim is to resolve the uneasy interaction between the suspension and gearbox, a combination that causes instability on corner exits. Charles Leclerc has been outspoken regarding the shortcomings of the car. "I think that none of us are pleased with the way it's going at the moment," he conceded. "We started the season believing we had opportunities to fight McLaren and Red Bull for the title, and that has not happened." Leclerc believes Ferrari's season hasn't been shocking in the grand scheme of things, especially when compared to teams other than McLaren. But the pace gap remains a concern, particularly when different expectations arise between him and Hamilton. Surprisingly, Hamilton's attitude is more upbeat. Although he admits adaptation has been his greatest challenge, he thinks the SF-25 might pull an upset in Austria. "Montreal exposed our weaknesses. I've never had a car understeer so heavily at slow speed," he explained. "But Austria's layout will be better suited to us with its medium and high-speed corners." While Ferrari looks to the future, the attention is already being drawn to the 2026 regulations. With major changes on the horizon for aerodynamics, chassis size, and power units, the teams are rushing to construct their next-generation challenges. Ferrari, wanting to be at the front of the pack, began development on its new chassis back in June. Mercedes, though, is a strong opponent. With its own engines in 2026 and its track record for technical superiority, most feel they have an edge. Hamilton, fresh at Ferrari as he is, has already spoken about the necessity to look forward, particularly with only 79 points gained thus far versus Leclerc's 104. A constructor's title triumph appears beyond grasp. Even coming second could be stretching it with Mercedes improving. Team leaders, such as John Elkann and Benedetto Vigna, are calling for answers, and the spotlight on Vasseur's management is growing. What is Vasseur doing to stabilize the ship? One key move: talking seriously with Hamilton to make sure the 7-time world champion remains in high spirits. Vasseur has urged Hamilton not to abandon 2025, thinking the experience gained now would prove to be essential for 2026. Ferrari's driver pairing remains one of the strongest on paper. And in a season this tight, individual brilliance could make all the difference. If upgrades work and the drivers extract the best from the SF-25, there's still a chance to salvage pride and data for the future. Ferrari are at a turning point. With decisive upgrades coming in Austria and 2026 looming ever nearer, the remainder of the season will decide their path. Will the Scuderia be able to rekindle their battle this year? Or is it time to place all bets on the future? Leave your opinions in the comments, and don't forget to watch the video on your screen for further F1 analysis.